now. And I feel like I want to get this off my chest. This is my experience, my ongoing experience following / believing in God, part 3. All right, this is going to be a multiple part, not series, but this is going to be a multiple part thing, okay, that I want to discuss with each and every single one of you that wants to watch. Again, you don't have to watch, but if you want to watch, go right ahead. If you're easily offended, please click off now. But if you're not offended, please continue watching, because I have some stuff to say, okay, about God message videos, okay? So, as you guys know, I have become a follower / believer in God. I have believed in God all of my life, as you guys know, but for anyone that is new and doesn't know, you know, I have been believing God since the very beginning, but I haven't taken any other extra steps other than my faith in God, right? I haven't really read the Bible. I haven't really done any of those extra steps until pretty recently, right? Where I have been reading the Bible, listen to holy music, pray every morning, pray every night, you know, for protection, pray thanking him for all his hard work towards everybody around the world, worldwide, and all that stuff, right? But something has been clamming onto my heart, and I want to talk about that because I feel like it is important for me to talk about this. This will truly be the last thing I post. Okay, I am back. And when I mean by last thing, I meant like this will be like the last thing I post for the day. I know I've had a bad track record of doing that, and I apologize. But I want to say this for anybody that has been going through what I've been going through when believing in God. Because in my ongoing experience believing and following Jesus Christ, Heavenly Father, which God bless him for taking time to, you know, give his time to me, you know, and God bless me for giving time to him, you know. But anyways, I want to talk about God's message videos from on YouTube. And I feel like I'm not going to lie, I think watching too many God videos, and I don't know, you guys can comment during any of this, I'll read it, and we can have a full discussion about this if you want to. But this is a video for anyone that wants to know that's just joining in. This is for anybody that, you know, has been watching God message videos and God message shorts and all that stuff. That's what this stream's about. But if you don't want to chime in, that's fine. You just want to hear my thoughts. I am extremely grateful that God, you know, there are so many people out there that make God message videos, prayers for those that really need prayers, that, you know, feel like their prayers don't go answered and need to be prayed upon by other people, like prayed as in like give a prayer. I respect that. I understand that. I could get behind that, right? But something I really do not like about the God message videos that people like to do on YouTube is they like to guilt trip you into not clicking the video in question. So, for example, right, you're scrolling on YouTube, trying to ease the mind, trying to relax yourself from a hard day at work. I don't know your circumstance or situation or life, but let's say this. You're coming home from work, you're trying to wind down, you know, you thank Heavenly Father for being here, you know, you thank him for allowing just allowing yourself to continue on living, enjoying life, right? And you see a God video after all this other stuff on your feed, but that God video sticks out because it says, if you do not click this, you're going to hell. If you do not click this, you do not love God. If you do not click this, you will not hear my message. Or they'll put Jesus on the thumbnail saying the same stuff to guilt trip you into clicking it. Now, I understand there is a lot of people that really want to spread the word of Jesus Christ amongst as many people as possible. I understand this. This is absolutely fair. I get it. But I feel like the people that are saying you do not love God on their thumbnails if you skip, or if it's a YouTube short, if you do not love God, you love Satan, and you skip the vid to guilt trip you into skipping those videos, I feel like that is extremely wrong to do. Because what if somebody has been watching like God message videos all day? You know what I mean? And it's like, oh man, I just watched like 2 to 3 God videos in my recommended, messages, or other people's videos that have a genuine message, right? Here's the thing, I'm an atheist because I don't believe in God or any other religion. You know what? Obviously, I'm not going to hate you for it, but Lucas, be in my shoes, bro. If you were in my shoes, right? Would you be annoyed? Keep this in mind. Would you be annoyed if there were videos about Jesus saying, if you skip this video, and they have a clickbaity thumbnail with, Jesus on there or Satan on there saying, if you skip this message, you're done for. You love me. You love Satan. You love the devil. You worship the devil if you skip this video. If you were in my shoes, wouldn't that bother you? Because in my opinion, there are so many times where I have fallen for this trap of watching those message videos with those thumbnails on them and stuff. And don't get me wrong. Sometimes in that video, obviously they have messages from Matthew, 6:13.12 on there. And it's a passage and it's a message from Jesus or a message from one of his followers saying a very important quote or a very important saying, whatnot, right? To me, that bothers me, and I feel like that's wrong, and they're only guilt-tripping people to get extra clicks, and they don't actually believe in God. Because this is what happened. Because today, you know what? I'm gonna admit, every time, and don't get me wrong, this isn't me every time I watch God videos, but I want to express this, okay? By the way, Momo B, welcome to stream. Lucas, welcome to stream. Jeremiah, welcome to stream. I forgot to mention, I did Sir Weston's room in my mansion. That's what's up, bro. I wanted to mention this, right? My brain was locked on do not sin. 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 And I was talking to my dad, and Dad said, "Hey, Alex, you all right, man? You're not doing good." And I told my dad, I said, "Dad, I feel like, by constantly saying to myself in my head, do not sin. Avoid sin." Because I was, obviously watching so many God videos, and, all those God videos talk about do not sin this, run away from this, run away from that, which in some cases it is fair. You know what I mean? And my dad was telling me, Alex, practically what my dad was saying, not word to word, but practically, Alex, we sin every day, right? If you live your life constantly thinking about, oh, this guy sinned, that guy sinned, this guy sinned, he sinned, your friend sinned, or you keep thinking about that in your mind, that's all you're going to think about. Are you really going to live your entire life just thinking about what's sin and how to avoid it? Or are you going to live your life to the fullest, enjoy every single moment, and not overthink so much on sin? And I was like, I think I know why I was overthinking on sin. those God message videos, I watch them too much. I watch those God's messages too much. And again, some of them are phenomenal. Some of them are fantastic. Some of them are needed. Like, for example, the ones that actually make you think about what you're doing is right. Or if they give you a freaking prayer in the video, that's fine. But if they go on and on saying, if you do this, you do this. If you do that, you do that. If you sin this, you're a bad person. If you sin there, if you sin that, you're equally as bad, or whatever, right? And I don't know. I don't know if I'm making sense to anybody watching this. But I feel like it's because of those God videos that are God's message videos that I'm watching. And I'm not trying to disrespect the Lord. I ain't. That's why I click. That's why I watch so many of them a day. But even I have my limit on God's message videos, and I tend to skip some. And by the way, if you believe in God, it is not a sin to skip God message videos. If they flood your YouTube feed or YouTube Shorts feed, or they flood your YouTube feed in general, not just your Shorts feed, but your in general feed, right? It is okay to skip them. It is okay not to have message spam to you, and it's okay not to force yourself to watch God message videos every 5 seconds of the day. Maybe like once or twice a day you give yourself a message from God through YouTube. In my opinion, I feel like you should just sit there, put on some godly music, some Jesus music in the background, right? And you sit there and you pray. Or shoot, just sit there and meditate, and let the music soothe you, and let the music relax you. That's already doing your godly video, in my opinion. And then, or read the Bible of the Old Testament, or the Genesis, or, the other chapters of the Old Testament. There are so many ways you can, give time to God, and this is for people that are thinking, I have to do everything. Like, I have to go to church, I have to read the Bible, I have to watch God videos all day, I have to dedicate every nanosecond to God, right? Do not get me wrong. It is phenomenal that you are spending so much time with God, because God will humble that and God will respect that. But don't you think God would want you to live a little too? And what I mean by this, I don't mean hey, that gives you free reign for you to sin or do multiple things or whatever. All I'm saying is I feel like when you have a connection to God, spiritually, mentally, spiritually, in the heart, you can do, like, look at me. I don't even go to church, right? And I'm reading the Bible. I'm listening to holy music. I'm listening to God's messages through God message videos. The good message videos, not the bad ones, the ones that only want clicks, the ones that guilt trip you into clicking the video and whatnot, right? I do those things because I want to have more of a connection to God. But it's also okay as well for you and for me and for every Christian to take some time for yourself. I feel like some Christians go way too far when it comes to believing in, like, not believing in the Lord, but way too far with it. Like, they spend every nanosecond with God, which, to be real, if you spend every nanosecond with God, all the more power to you. But for someone like me that is constantly overthinking about sin, that is overthinking if I'm making something wrong. Am I doing something wrong to Father? Am I doing something against Father's will? Having that in my head on a regular basis since yesterday was really eating me alive too, man. And again, I feel like it's important for you guys to believe in God and follow God and do what God wants you to do. But also make sure you give time to yourself and enjoy your own time as well. Because I feel like if you have a perfect balance in your life with God, but you also have a perfect balance with yourself as well, I feel like that is perfect. And I know there's going to probably be some people that completely disagree with my take. That completely disagree with me. And that is fine. I want that conversation in the comment section. You know what I mean? Of this video. I want it. I want it so badly. I want people's opinions on God message videos. The ones that are bad. The ones that are clickbaity. Like, let me know your feelings on that. Let me know your feelings on all of this. Like Lucas, bro. Lucas let me know his feelings right out the gate every time I make a God video, bro. He tells me every time. He reminds me. I'm not religious. But you know what? I'll support you anyway. Shoot, maybe I will understand what you're going through one day, I may not believe in God. I may not believe in other religions. That's what Lucas said. Not me, but that's what Lucas said, right? But I'm not going to hate you for believing in God. I'm not going to diss you for believing in what you believe. You believe in what you believe, bro. Welcome back. I said that too. Oh, that's what's up. Good. I fed the babies. Alright. Anyways. But I feel like, let's go to the closet, even though it doesn't make much of a difference. Right? I feel like I have made a good point, and don't get it twisted. I believe in God all the way, right? I believe in everything he's done. I believe in everything he stands for. That includes Jesus and the Holy Spirit as well. Like I said, I read the Old Testament every day, and after I'm done with the Old Testament, I'll read the new one. I believe in God. But I feel like these God message videos, the people that aren't genuine with these messages and only want the clicks, I feel like those videos need to go away. And the ones that genuinely want to help people, like find God today, that genuinely want to help people see God, that want to be with him, that want to truly follow him. I feel like those videos, they can stay. But for people that make those God videos just because they can, I feel like, to me, that is wrong and that shouldn't be posted on YouTube. Because and this is just from me, right? From experience watching those God message videos, I am tired of being guilt-tripped into watching those videos and being called a Satan lover for skipping that one video from that one God channel. I'm tired of it. And to those God message videos that are doing the right thing, that aren't clickbaiting, that are just, having a thumbnail on there saying you would want to hear this message, or you must see this, or whatever. I mean, even you must see is a little bit much. And I know on YouTube you got to be, not exaggerated, but you got to be on the money when it comes to YouTube thumbnails and all that other sort of stuff. But I feel like, I don't know. See, and even I'm getting mixed up about it now, because it feels like, and I don't know. This is just coming from the heart, And I like to be real with you guys, and I like to be real with Father up there, you know, about whatever I'm feeling. And you know what? He probably understands what I'm feeling. He probably understands that it is annoying constantly seeing God videos flood your YouTube Shorts page, or that try to guilt trip you into watching the full thing, or shoot, even times where I just don't want to watch it, you know. And there are times where I don't even like it when it floods my stuff. You know, floods my subscription page or floods my home page. You know. There are times where I've been annoyed at that too. And you know what I do? You know, I either continue watching them or I just refresh until they're not like the first 5 anymore, you know, because I've already heard messages, you know what I mean? And I'll keep listening to messages. And don't get it twisted. I will listen to God's messages every day from channels, you know, but I'm probably going to completely slow down on that because I realize that watching so many of these and, you know, what the freak? Walmart guys? What the freak? You know, but anyways, looking at all that is really hurting my mind. You know, it's not doing any good for me to constantly be thinking of, I should get away from this. I should change my mindset. You know what I mean? And don't get me wrong, it is beautiful that God has helped me change my mindset. But if I'm changing my mindset and only thinking about those who sinned or those who are wrong, like swearing or something, I keep constantly, you know, thinking about that stuff, then am I really living a life at all? That's what I think about. Am I living a life for calling out, or in my mind calling out somebody for sinning? Like, dang, he just sinned by saying so many bad words in a row. Or, you know, he is, you know, this relationship shouldn't even be a thing. Like, this is wrong by God's words himself. Like, this is wrong. You know? Why am I living like that? You know? I should not be. You know? Not be worrying about the sin of others. I should be worrying about that for myself only. You know? And I want this to also be a message for those that watch this video, because I know there's some people out there that watch my godly videos. Don't think of others' sins. Don't think when other people sin in your life, do not treat it as your own sin, because it is not your life. Whatever your friends, whatever your surrounding decides to do, let them live the life that they live. Don't be all up on them saying you've sinned for swearing, you know, and all that stuff. Only do that for yourself and only worry about yourself. If they truly want to worry about if they're sinning or if they're making a mistake like that, let them figure that out for themselves and let them fix it for themselves. Only worry about you at the end of the day. Because again, like I said, if you're going on a journey with God, it's you and God. Not you and your friends and God. It's you and God one-on-one that are going on this journey. And again, God is like, it's like that for everybody who believes in God. It's God in them, not God in them. And, you know, God, him, and him, and him linked to each other. It's God in your connection. It's your connection with God, bro. It's your connection with it. You know, it's your connection with God that is the most important, not what others try and tell you. You know what I mean? Or what you try to tell them. Only tell them these things if they want to hear those things. Man, that's a lot of talking, dude. You know? Wow, dude. And sometimes I don't even know, like, where I stir up these things, you know? I say what's on my mind, you know, when it comes, especially when it comes to God, you know, or you guys know. That's how my experiences work, bro. Like, it's all about what I feel currently in the moment sometimes, or just how I felt, or how I feel, you know, currently, or what's been bugging me. I can make my experience on it, or whatever, you know. And I just want to inform people about those God message videos, the good and the bad ones, you know, and why you shouldn't obsess with every God video you watch, bro. Watch mainly one, maybe two, maybe three times a day, as much as you can handle. Sorry, I got a dude out there that has a clown horn to get people to go out there and buy stuff. So if you heard that, you know, you would hear that. But anyways, guys, I think I'm done. I'm tired. Just wanted to let y'all know about another God video. Like I said, this is going to be an ongoing thing throughout my life. There's going to be so many vids of this. And I just want to help people that, you know, are on their path to God, and also help them with the God, you know, videos. But also don't be so critical of others if they choose to do what they want to do. If they choose to sin or do that said thing, let them do that, bro. Don't even think about it as something that's a part of you. You know, that, look, keep in mind, that's them. Them is them, you is you. And honestly, you don't even have to believe in God to think that way, but I feel like, you know, Christians, you know, tend to try their best to think about not only themselves, but other people as well. It's like, you know, me, to be real, I think about what my dad does, and I think about what Louis does, and I want the best for them, but I have to realize that I need to hold that energy back. You know, I'll call them out normally, but I won't call them out and say, you know, like, I haven't done that, like, personally, like, go went up to them and say, you're sinning, but in my mind, I'm gonna stop doing that in my mind. That's what I mean, by the way. I'm not gonna think about, like, yo, what my dad's doing is a sin, or what my brother's doing is a sin, you know, like, I ain't gonna think like that no more. Alright, because I've been thinking like that for, like, maybe a day and a half now, you know what I mean? So, not even super long, but I just really want y'all to avoid what I've done and be better than what I've done. And I don't know if God's disappointed me in that, but God, I pray for forgiveness for that, and I apologize for that. I really do. I sincerely do. But anyways, guys, that's just a message from your boy Arekkusu TM on God for this time around, on why God message videos are good and God message videos can be bad. And the only ones I say that are bad are the ones that are just trying to get you to click really fast, and they only have, like, one thing to say in them. They're not taking 5 minutes out of your time to speak about it or whatever. You know what I mean? Like those little 50-second shorts, or those little 39-second shorts or videos where they have thumbnails with trying to make you feel bad for not clicking it. Don't watch those. Watch the ones that are genuinely just trying to get your attention if you just believe in him. Anyways, guys, like, comment, subscribe if you want to. God bless you. And I hope you learn from this video. And again, for anyone that, I'm not going to say that. Because for anyone that's annoyed at these videos, I was going to say, bro, you're just going to have to deal with it, bro, because this is where I'm at. This is where I am in my head. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time, guys. Thank you for watching. Peace. And remember, stay safe out there, bro. It's a crazy world out there, and we don't know what intentions people have with other people and whatnot. And maybe one day I'll do a video on God, but I'll do one, like, about relationships and all that other sort of stuff. All that other sort of stuff. But it's going to be probably down the line, you know what I mean? But anyways, have a good day, y'all. Again, God bless you. I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.